Hello everyone, so today I'll be talking about the evolution of PC games and basically games in general and how it changed over the years. For example, I have a box of this game. It's Wing Commander, the original Wing Commander. I don't know if you can see everything for it. And this is how games used to. This is how you used to get games in like big boxes like this. And these games would also come with. This is a promotional release that I got. I think back in 1990 for my. Pentium, I'm sorry, 386 SX 16 megahertz computers. This is the requirements for the system and everything. And games back in those days used to come with big fat manuals like this, you know. Like that. This is Alpha Centauri. It's a pretty thick book. It also came with a reference sheet. Sometimes it was separate from the manual. Other times it came on the back of the manual. Really depends. Yeah, or other times. Check it out. For Caesar 2, it's right here. It's on the manual. In the manual, partially. It's the reference guide for the game. The reference keys. And that's how games used to come back in the... Probably from... I guess from its inception, maybe in the early 1980s to, guess up to, this game was made in 2000 and, I think 3 or something. It's Age of Empires 3. I'm not really sure when it was made. Let me check. Actually 2005. This was made in 2005. And this game came with a box, came with a manual, CDs and everything, and of course it comes with a traditional reference guide. Move this back a little bit. This is the reference guide for the game, just like the one you saw for that other game as well. This is how games came in. This is what you got when you bought a PC game. Or even a console game, you know, for a video game console game. It will come in a box like this. And then, I guess up to 2008, games used to, let me see, this is a Civilization 4. And this game came out in 2006, so 1 year after Age of Empires. And this also came with a lot of stuff, a book and a reference sheet, just like that, reference chart. It's kind of like a poster thing of all the technologies that are available in the game and everything. And some games came with with just large posters, like a BattleTech, stuff like that. And of course, the media is right there. CDs. This is 2006. Fallout 3 was probably one of the last games that you were able to just play on a computer without having the internet. So you don't need the internet to play this, like Civilization 4, Age of Empires 3, the other games before it that you saw, like Imperialism, Wing Commander, and others. You don't need the internet to play this game. You could just put it in your computer, put the CD in there, and run it, basically. And this also came with a user's guide, survival guide. And there's no reference guide anywhere for it. Maybe it's in the manual itself, like this. Just shows you how to do everything. The game. And this was made in 2008, I think. Let me check. Yeah, 2008. This is a 2008 game. And starting from, I also have Bionic Commando. This game you don't need to play it on the. You don't need the internet to play it. You can just play it on your computer. I think this came out in 2009. I'm not really sure. This one was released by Capcom. It is a Capcom game. It comes with a manual and everything. Some catalog thing for some stuff. Pull that out. Let's see what this is. Okay, this is a manual. Different languages. This one's in French. Okay. That's no use to me because I live in the USA, so English is a language that we use here. Okay, two manuals, one in French and one in English. So I guess I bought it on Amazon, so I guess it was kind of like an international version or something. I'm not really sure. It came with the CD, of course, for the game. The media. You always had the media, you had the manual and everything. This is 2009 or 10, I'm not sure. Let me check right now when Bionic Commando was released. Yeah, it was released in 2009. But probably this was like one of the last games that were released which you could just play on a computer. I also have Wolfenstein, I think. Let me get that. I don't know where I put it. So many of them. Yeah, so maybe up until 2000. Let me check what Wolfenstein. Okay, came there. That was Wolfenstein 2009, and that game you could also play on just your computer. You didn't need Steam. You didn't need Steam. You didn't need Uplay or any other different type of platform to play. But I think starting around, let me see when BioShock 2 came out. Fallout New Vegas. Let me see when that came out. Okay, Fallout New Vegas. This game right here. This game came out about 2010. And starting from then, games really did. It still came with a manual and everything, and some other stuff, I guess, catalog. But look at how thin this manual is. This is just 25 pages. That's it. It's very thin. Not very much in here. And pretty much you need a Steam account and the internet to use this. So if you don't have a Steam account or the internet, you're not going to be able to play the game, basically. So starting from this period around 2010, games started to require you to sync into the internet or some platform like Steam to use, right? But you can't just play it standalone. It has to go through Steam in order for you to play it. You can install it on your computer, but you can't just play it on your computer without internet connection. So that's kind of like the difference. And starting from that period on, you had to, like, it was mandatory to have that. I think they did it to like curb piracy and stuff like that. I think that's one of the reasons. But then the problem I'm seeing with this is that this is Crisis, another game that I bought. I bought it on Amazon, but you have to play it on Steam again. And it really doesn't come with very much. It just comes with this scant manual. Not very much in here. Maybe 13 pages or something. Not. Which is not a lot at all. This is it. This comes with a key and this thing, which isn't a lot. And then let's go. Okay, this is Civilization 5, and I bought this in some game store or something. I'm not really sure where I bought it. Maybe I bought it on Amazon or Newegg or something. This game was released around 2010, I think, and it doesn't come with very much either. It just comes with the DVD. Comes with this. This has the key to the game. Key code. And it comes with this chart. There is no manual in this game, which is kind of odd. It comes with this poster. But that's all you really get. I guess the manual and everything is online and stuff, so you really don't need to print out everything, which would reduce the cost. But I paid full price for it. I think I may have paid $59 for the game, but I paid full price. But definitely you get a lot less than what you used to get back in the past, right? And now games don't even have they don't even come with physical boxes or anything. It's everything is just on the internet. You could buy it on the internet, right? And you could order it on the internet with your credit card, and you could get the game, and then you could download it through Steam, Uplay, or other platforms, but Uplay and Steam are probably the most popular platforms for games. Go out of business or something. Let's say Steam goes out of business, Uplay goes out of business, or something like that. So what's going to happen to all the games that you have in there? I did buy a lot of games on Uplay. Uplay is a UBI softs format for games. They make very popular games like the Assassin's Creed series, you know. I like those type of games. I play them a lot. I played them a lot. I don't play them a lot now. And make games like the Far Cry series, which I like. And Steam makes definitely a lot of different types of games. They have all types of formats. And I bought a lot from them as well. So I guess the reason why they did this was because, like I mentioned earlier, was to curb software piracy. And sure, of course it's going to curb it, because if you can't play it without the I mean, there's no way you're going to be able to hack into their system platform and activate fake games, right? That's not possible. So it's good in curbing piracy. However, the problem is, what if, like I said, what if they go out of business or something? What's going to happen to all your software? You just can't play it standalone on a PC. You know, that's not possible anymore for most games. Before, you used to just be able to buy a game, install it on your computer, and run it. Nowadays, you get software or a game or whatever, and you get it, you have to download it, you have to use your own bandwidth to download it. Of course, it doesn't cost them much. It costs them less, except for research and development for the program or the game. That costs money, but then they don't have to spend money on other stuff like packages, shipping it to distributors and stuff like that. And then the distributors take a cut and the retailers take a cut. They mark it up, and the price of the game is, I guess, a little more expensive. And they have to get the materials to publish the manuals and everything, the boxes. So certainly that does cut down on the cost of game marketing and distribution. However, the problem is, if that system goes down, you're not going to be able to play those games, right? If your internet goes down, you're not going to be able to play the game for that day or whatever. And if for whatever reason, maybe in the future, because it costs money to host all this information, like putting it on the cloud and stuff, or internet. Servers cost money, right? They need electricity to run, right? This is not free. They also have personnel that look after this equipment, so if there is a problem, they could resolve it, right? So if a certain number of hard drives fail, then they could swap it out and replace the hard drives, so that all the data is backed up properly, right? Because that's how servers work. They don't just put in one hard drive to back up like data. Let's say data for this game. It's not just for one server. You know, it's not one hard drive. They probably use 3 hard drives or 2 hard drives to back up the data. So all of that costs money, and the overhead and everything. So what if in the future they decide to charge you a fee for having the games on there, you know? Let's say they charge you $10 a month or something, or maybe $20 a month, or whatever. That is a real possibility. They could do that in the future, since you don't really own it. Well, you did buy it. You have the right to use it, right? It's kind of like a licensing agreement, like a company that, let's say you're making some kind of widget and you have a licensed. You could produce it with a license or something. Sure, you could produce it with a license, but that's not yours. You're still paying royalties on it, right? You're still paying that company, the parent company, a fee. So basically, this stuff that's on the cloud is it's not really yours. You know, it doesn't belong to you. If anything happens in the future, they change their policy or whatever, and something as inevitable as them going out of business, which can happen any time, you know. A lot of companies go out of business, and they go out of business and they say, sorry, all your stuff is lost. Adios, you know, that's it. Can't play them again. But if you have like the physical media like this, you could go back to it and play it over and over and over again. And this is what I'm getting at. Yeah. So anyways, thanks for watching. My Ace 1000KS 1975 signing out.